Welcome to my advanced guide to the faltering system and the remote detonation mod of the rocket launcher in Doom Eternal. We're going to take a deeper look at what is arguably the most important mechanic of the game, and we're also going to cover everything from the basics to the advanced strategies involving remote detonation, which is a fun and versatile weapon. Understanding the faltering system is the key to truly enjoying Doom Eternal. The first type of falter is from damage. Just hit hard and a falter occurs. SSG falters a Mancubus every time, but notice that a rocket does not. However, if we shoot a few rounds of heavy cannon first, and then a rocket, he falters. This tells us that it's not only about performing a high damage attack, it's also about causing enough damage in a short amount of time and reaching a certain HP value when you do it. This damage-based falter is not guaranteed though. Notice that if I falter with a remote detonation rocket first, and then a couple seconds later I shoot with the SSG, he just keeps coming at me. Why is that? Well, there's two kinds of falters in this game, soft falters and hard falters. A hard falter overrides an enemy's current animation and forces it into a falter state. Many things cause hard falters. Grenades and the concussive blast of the upgraded grenades are programmed to hard falter, as is the blood punch. You can see me falter this Hell Knight with a grenade, and then blood punch him and he falters again. The energy shield launch is a hard falter. The mastered microwave beam explosion also causes a hard falter. Heat blast does it too. Energy shield dash is a hard falter against heavies. Breaking a weak point causes a hard falter, as does the weak point support rune in the Ancient Gods. Hard falters can be stacked on top of each other in a series. This is why two grenades back to back, or a grenade plus a weak point break, will cause two falters. We can falter this Mancubus 5 times by breaking a weak point, the grenade explodes, we break another weak point, blood punch him, and then heat blast. Now, soft falters are caused by the shockwave from a remote detonation rocket and inflicting high damage like we saw on the SSG Mancubus example. These cause the same falter states, but they cannot be used within a window of time that I'm calling the soft falter immunity window, or SFV for short. Watch as I falter these enemies with a remote detonation blast and then try to do it again and nothing happens. But if I use a remote det falter and then falter with a grenade, it works. This clearly illustrates the existence of the two different falter mechanics. This is not a glitch, this is a good thing. If this didn't exist, you could just infinitely falter enemies in a stun lock with remote det rockets or heavy damage attacks. After an enemy has been faltered, they cannot be soft faltered for 4 to 5 seconds depending on the demon. I don't have all the values, but I have confirmed that Hell Knights have a 4-second immunity window, and Mancubi have a 5-second immunity window. It looks like Revenants are 4, and Barons are 7. Look, I'm just exploding rockets and hitting with ballista, and nothing is happening, until the window closes and it starts to affect him again. It doesn't matter what causes the first falter. It could be a microwave beam shockwave or a grenade. Any soft falter will not work until the immunity window closes. I want to make that very clear. This purple bar represents the HP of a Mancubus at full health. We're going to say the damage falter line is right here. This section here before the line is what I'm calling the damage falter buffer. Together these make up the damage falter zone. Green represents a super shotgun blast, orange is a direct rocket, and yellow is the base fire of the heavy cannon. An SSG blast takes us over the line, but a rocket does not. But having damaged the Mancubus a little with the heavy cannon and then hitting with a rocket crosses the falter line. You must cross the line with a high damage attack or a quick series of small attacks. That's why the chain gun will also cause falters, but if you just hold the heavy cannon on him, it won't work. You're not concentrating enough damage while crossing the line. If we look at this Mancubus health bar, we can set multiple damage falter zones, each punctuated by a line that, when crossed by a high damage attack, will cause a falter. As you cross the first line, wherever the HP value lands, the second zone will shift to accommodate. The moment you cross the first falter line, the soft falter immunity window activates, shown here in blue, covering the entire remaining health bar, preventing any soft falters from happening. If you wait for the window to close before attacking, see it counting down to 0 here, the next damage falter zone will not move. If you do attack during the window, the next zone will move further and further right until the window has closed, or until it reaches the end where a demon will die before a damage falter can occur. During the recording of this video, I discovered 3 demons who break the immunity window rule exclusively for remote detonation. The Cyber Mancubus, the Doom Hunter, and the Baron. You can falter them with a grenade or damage, and then falter again with remote det. I'm 99% sure that it's because Cyber Mancubi and Doom Hunters are weak to a blood punch, so the game gives you a second falter opportunity exclusively with remote detonation apparently, so you can find another opening to get in and land that punch. I don't know why it applies to the Baron, but my guess is that he's such a fast and huge demon that's really oppressive, so the remote detonation exception is a way to slow him down a little bit more. They're very interesting exceptions, and I can't rule out the possibility that another demon might do this, but I haven't found any. Because of this immunity window, it's a good idea when setting up a multi-falter strategy to begin with a soft falter, because after the first falter, it can't be used for a while. How does this look in practice? A remote det rocket causes a soft falter on a Mancubus while tossing a grenade. Weak point causes a hard falter, the grenade explodes into another hard falter, weak point hard falters again, super shotgun kills. He doesn't even have a chance to move, he just gets bullied. Watch an Archvile get locked down by a soft falter opening into a hard falter setup. If you do this correctly, enemies can't do anything about it. You want to use the faltering system in combination with weapon combos for max damage, and so you don't spend both grenades on a single enemy unless you need to. Here's a couple fun examples of opening with a soft or hard falter and a hard falter mixed into the middle. Okay, now that we understand the faltering system, let's talk remote detonation. Remote detonation is all about the upgrade that gives it the concussive blast. The rocket explosion inflicts damage, obviously, but this shockwave soft falters surrounding enemies in a wide radius. Let's see what we can do with a single Hell Knight. Remote det stops his incoming charge. It can stop his air smash. It can stop his melee attack. And as he's faltered, you can land a blood punch or weapon combo, whatever. Remote det also interrupts projectile animations. Tyrants targeting you with their wah 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 laser, Remote det shuts it down, leading to a grenade opening for a falter combo. Archviles throwing their fire shit at you, Remote det shuts it down and even cancels the fire animation midway. Remote det is an excellent escape tool when exiting a glory kill or chainsaw, as you dash forward and spin around for an air rocket detonation, which stops all incoming enemies from coming after you. I use this a lot. Maybe you jump down into an area without realizing there's a bunch of heavy demons in the air. Remote det stuns all of them, giving you a moment to reposition yourself. Are you close to death and searching for a quick glory kill, but all you see is a shield guy? Send a rocket over his head to break his shield and put him in glory kill. This works on groups of shield guys too, for a big health and blood punch recharge. Remote det a pinky for a safe approach to kill him from behind. Shoot a rocket around a corner to falter anything that might be there waiting for you. Falter a maker drone to line up an easy headshot. Once you're playing Doom Eternal on a high level and you're working in more weapon switching with the rocket launcher, Remote Detonation is a good mod to have equipped. First of all, if you need lock-on rockets, you can switch to them quickly, so you don't need them to be out all the time if you're not constantly using lock-on rockets. Lock-on rockets are very strong, but they're also one-dimensional. The nice thing about having Remote Det equipped in your general gameplay is that you always have access to the wide variety of options it provides. You can pull off any of these tricks in a split second. Let's say you're starting to PB rocket a tyrant and he starts tracking you. Trigger that second rocket for a soft falter to stop his attack animation and then get back to business. Remote detonation rockets really open up the game when they're in the hands of a good player. I totally agree that lock-on rockets are a good mod to suggest to someone playing the game for their first time, or trying to beat Ultra Nightmare for their first time, or probably for speedrunning. But when you have a good handle on the game and you start to understand its systems, a lot of these underrated mods start to shine. Thank you everyone for watching. This was one of the most fun videos I've ever worked on. I love this scientific shit. Makes me feel like I'm researching MK9 Quan Chi again. I don't know what the next Doom game is going to be like, but I definitely hope it has the depth that Doom Eternal has, because this is all very exciting. Stay tuned for my upcoming intermediate guide for Doom Eternal to prepare for the Ancient Gods Part 2.